This is Kobi, and with $10 million, he wants to make a giant water park for animals filled with a bunch of crazy rides. And at the end, I'm gonna simulate a natural disaster to test its limits. Kobi the Koala starts building the first ride immediately. After building up some pillars, he puts the slides on top. This finishes the first ride, which are these 3 slides next to each other so the animals can race. But there's one problem. There's no water in the pool and there's no way to get down other than sliding down. Yeah, he probably should have made a plan first. He steals some water from the beach and pours it in. Then he adds a ladder to climb up, and the first ride is now complete. But to make it more exciting, he has an idea. What if he turns each section of the water park into some sort of a habitat or theme? So since this ride is already white and blue, he turns this into an Arctic habitat. But the water park is already being invaded. He has to do something to stop people from coming in without paying. He starts by building a fence. Then he builds these 2 huts and hires some people to make sure that everybody pays. To finish the entrance area, he plants some palm trees. He also makes a path from the entrance to the ride. Now the animals can enjoy the ride while Kobi can slowly start to make his money back. Okay, let's see who wins the race. The penguin, the polar bear, or the seal. This is the ultimate competition to see which Arctic animal is the fastest. 3, 2, 1. And it looks like it's a win for the penguin. Hey! Congrats, bro, congrats. But Kobi doesn't have time to watch them race because he has to start constructing the second ride. His vision for this one is to build 2 quite big yellow slides that have a lot of turns. He starts by building some sort of a tower using these types of panels you'll often see in real water parks. Next, he makes sure he can get up and down this time, and he puts down the slide pieces exactly how he envisioned. Kobi then adds saran wrap? What is he doing? But because of the wrap, Kobi can now add real water. Wait, that's actually genius. Yeah, this one doesn't really have a theme or a habitat, so I guess this one is just for everyone. It really seems like the dogs are enjoying it and the slides go pretty fast. For the third ride, he just plants a tree? Wait, what? That was not in the script. It seems weird, but I think he has a really cool idea in mind. But we'll have to get back to it once it's fully grown. The rides Kobi has made up until now has been really action filled and fast, but he also want to include the animals that just like to keep it chill, like the crocodiles. So that's why he's currently forming a lazy river. Apparently, crocodiles can stay in the same exact place for several months, so this is the perfect ride for them. But animals like the tiger and the ostrich also prefers these types of rides over large and fast ones. Yo, I just realized I'm about to hit 1,000 subs. I'm so close, bro. Yo, let's go! Thank you for 1,000 subs, guys. Thank you so much. Okay, I gotta go back to building now. Kobi also adds a bridge to make sure that the animals can cross the lazy river. With the 4th ride complete, I think it's time to check back on the tree. Whoa, that is huge. 15 inches? This is every guy's dream, bro. Instead of creating a straight slide, Kobi does the exact opposite. He puts slide pieces around the tree. Trust me, it's gonna look crazy. This looks so sick and it's perfect for all the monkeys that are flooding in right now. But does it even work? But before Kobi tests it, he fills up the area with some greenery and adds the water, which finishes the jungle area. Okay, now it's finally time to test the slides. Yo, no way, we actually got it on the first try. Let's go! This one might be the most popular one so far because look at how many animals are in line. and it's probably my favorite area too because I love all the greenery, and using the tree as a pillar was a really creative idea. Despite all the guests, there's not that much left of Kobi's budget, and spoiler alert, later in the video, that's gonna create some complications. So instead of creating another really big slide, he makes a few small ones. He also uses sand instead of sharp pool edges this time, so that the animals can get some proper rest. These slides may look boring, but surprisingly, these small rides actually bring in quite a bit of money because a lot of the animals are too afraid to take the big ones. This is like the equivalent to the kids area in human water parks. Kobi adds 2 more slides, but this time he doesn't use water, he uses mud, because this one is for the pigs. And the pigs are already pouring in, making him a decent amount of money. Honestly, if I was a pig, these rides would be so fun. And it seems like the pigs actually think so, because look how many has already pulled up. With very little money left, Kobi wants to add 2 more slides. But does he even have enough money for it? But before building the slide, he makes a pool. For this one, he expands the beach area and fills it up using the water from the other pools. Removing the water makes some of the animals super angry, which causes them to leave. This makes the budget for the slides even tighter, and this forces Kobi to think outside of the box, so instead of building support pillars, he just uses the mountain instead. This definitely saves him a lot of money and it looks really cool. He forms a long slide by connecting a bunch of tube slides. Oof, this one is so satisfying. This might be my personal favorite so far, but I'm not quite sure. But before I decide that, let's put it to the test. Ooh, it works so well too. I just gotta try that again. All the animals seem to love this one. Even the little guy on the logo next to the subscribe button, which you should click as fast as possible if you want to become one of my first 10,000 subscribers. But let's get back to the video because I can feel some rumbling in the ground and I want to see what's going on. Kobi's also noticing the rumbling and the gray clouds forming. This worries him for a few seconds, but he's too focused on building the final slide and he can't just let a few clouds stop him. He does not want to disappoint his guests because he wants to make as much money as possible. The final slide starts with a big drop to build incredible speed. All he has to do now is to add some more pieces to finish it off. But there's one problem. Kobi only has 2 pieces left and he cannot afford to buy more. And on top of that, animals are already lining up to test the final slide. What is he supposed to do now? The animals are starting to get impatient. Some of them are even leaving. And out of nowhere, a kid jumps into the slide without waiting for it to get done. Kobi somehow manages to place the last 2 pieces at the perfect spot and the perfect time. This is incredible. And some guy even filmed it and posted it to TikTok, which brings in a lot more people and a lot more money. Now everybody wanna film themselves doing this to get likes, which turns this slide into a massive trend. Just look at how many wanna try it. The water park is now surging in popularity a lot faster than Kobi expected. Kobi can now afford to fill up the area again, which brings in even more guests. This is now the new cool place to be. This is where all the popular animals are. Damn bro, even all the famous people have gathered here. We got Snoop Dogg, Tiger Woods, Shaquille O'Seal, Katy Parrot, and Justin Beaver. This is crazy. But despite the fact that everybody are having the time of their lives, Kobi feels like something is off. Like something bad is about to happen. The ground is rumbling even harder, but Kobi can't lose his guests. if he would tell everybody to leave, his profits and his aura would go downhill. So he ignores his worries and puts on some music. Kobi the Koala has now completely forgotten about the rumbling. It was probably just from all the animals jumping to the new World Cup song. Now he's just focused on the fun he's having and the millions of dollars he's making. But it turns out he should have been more careful because... Whoa, what is happening? It seems like a massive storm is approaching. Everybody are freaking out and Kobi runs away. In just a matter of seconds, people went from creating the best memories of their entire lives to creating the worst. Because of massive slides collapsing and baby animals falling from super high places hurting themselves badly is not something you forget. And I didn't tell you this, but the first time Kobi felt the rumbling, he actually built a secret plane to prepare for this. So now he just has to fly away and he's completely safe. But instead of flying away, he flies further into the park to save the poor animals. He even manages to save this monkey on the top of a collapsing slide. But the plane doesn't fit everybody, so some of them have to run away on their own and some are rescued by others. The park is completely destroyed and unrecognizable, and some of the animals have some serious injuries, but at least they're safe. But there's one thing that's uncertain. Where is Kobi taking them?